rapidly. Nti ano so ema wonya infection. And what's we share atade afo and I say underwear afo. And I say I get it wet for a long time. Go wako beach. Wako swimsuit ni shell. Betimi obi ha obehya ma na wo ne ho. It's not advisable say obeyesa. It's any man nkiti we nyina e predispose into vaginal infections.
Let's talk about the menstrual states now. Okay, you know, and now obi ho betumi ahye pad from anopa to enwure. Nti eno sa no senya wo kan say nyimpa no ne kwan won ho say obenya we but the mama mu bebre ne sisters bebre ya ye ho no bi wo ho aye say oh me flow kese ye me nya low me flow we no e wo form enye me nya heavy flow nti oh why not ebi mo sa adwen no na omo e wo mutim but the infection basa a bit to me a trigger baby more and just one of those things.
Who say infection e ba na say yentimi treat ya e cause nyama bebre na say na wo kan wo bisa asem ne nso no yeah like this menstrual
cycles.
Yes, ideally what fix a pad in the morning. Afternoon, we na also to be changing. Remember also to be changing. Hence, and what's a pad? No what to say. But Phyllis a pad now for
soaky.
And I said soaky pants and our changing. Into also changing it timely.
Okay.
Yes, and a bear. Unya infections we.
Until as about how many times now I was say in a day will menstruate here. Or best or pad 2 times or 3?
Say it be bleeding heavily.
Okay.
So be bleeding heavily, you know. In a day, could be change pad by 5.
Okay.
Obi or higher normal flow. 3.
Okay. Just a very important. So, would say you have to know we are talking about vaginitis, and you definitely have to know that you have to change your pad regularly. It's not about you having heavy flow or the flow is not forthcoming or what. Regardless, no, it's that your body is bringing out, and so definitely, or there's a sour pad, or and a pa before you go back to bed.
For me, my biggest concern comes with still on the pad conversation. You were talking about how it's not advisable to douche. So would it be best share was it? But we have a lot of pads on the market now that are flavored. We have some that are minty, a lot of different things. Sometimes we share what to me feel say adie no ehhehhe bibi cool. So with such situations, no, is it advisable? And then I want to add say that see a pad I never had. And when you have ladies they cannot afford to wear 5 pads a day. Is there anything that you can advise such people on as well?
Just because if you are the for apply no, say vagina no one kasano. The link between the vagina and the uterus is very short. Into no one stress any money here. And sure infection betimi akọ uterus na say service no. So yes na awo mu so ubenya issues. So when you do that stage in nko ande o say umia wani na utimi boa ho when the menstruation comes, because after all it's not throughout the month. It's just
for a short period of time. And moving forward, no, what are some of the treatments for the vaginal infection? Treatment being, just like I mentioned when I was little, so salt water and hot water was used, or lukewarm bibisa, and I was used. And she did a couple of days before finally I was free. At the time, no, not she didn't know about say, oh, medication be will be to me at all. She just felt like, oh, home remedy, no, fine. But going forward, as in your master, Now there are a lot of ways to go about healing ourselves. Nti yemba omutie anopawe. Yemma me mo yes sisters no. E kwan ben so na omo befa so. Oh, bibi so onya discharges wahwe. And yes anya midwife aka no. Bibi different na ohu. Obeye den.
Nti no ohu bibi sa ehun nya pa se obekọ hospital. Your labs be your friend HVS and that's a high vaginal swab.
Okay.
So you better take a swab no from the vulva. Sorry, from the vagina. Here they call lab. Near acquire test, I should say, organism brain cause infection way.
Okay.
Is it bacteria or yeast? Until you who organism now, maybe who a type of treatment I be ma. Into treatments, it comes in the form of suppositories, and it can be an oral medication. Some comes in a gel form and others. Into Oko hospital near your labs near who say we na then you be one particular one edema everywhere. Say udi kanka yellow. Mame for no be who say bibi sound ko ye pe dodo na no akoya makakadro. Ayam nyama bi mo na
ebi mo kwa sorry na ye ton nko ne oil ne ade na na because all the Jesus ashe na Jesus I heal bibia I dream bi sa na e won comforting.
You know, I know the emwa cry emwa. In the process of even doing that, no, we cry also introduce infection, no. Also they are the for class na kwaka ho.
Okay.
So who bibi sa the hospital na yen hwe say the lab na dem pa bacteria be na say dem pa na cause infection we.
The first thing hospital so we visit hospital wo ka bibi say suppository and no ye nia ye be insect ana
ye be insect.
Okay nti che say nia ye be insect wo oral nia wo be fa and na dem biom
and your gel
no be insect. Okay, gel no so
because most often no it comes with an applicator.
Okay.
You know, the gel you go applicator anima.
Okay.
Now they are share vagina no. Okay. Then you pump it in.
Okay. And then just nia wa kan ni na no I say prevent we say one sakra and then reason be wo ho abisa nsa na dey wa hohoro clean and then tin nsa no ni say come into contact.
Also on side clean no. Why washing the soap and water but 100%.
Okay.
100%. Nti no even sa nyama no suppository no nyama na akọ hokra akọ vagina nim no kra no. Unfa unsa nkonko wash.
Okay.
Because how nyankopon kasa ebo yen no and I say ebo vagina no. The vagina is in a form of a gutter. I say a gutter shape.
Okay.
So bibia wa ho bia enye bia no it comes down. So there's no need putting your finger there. And I say udi bibi she ho akoyi bibi aba there bi. Onam na nkasa no. And I say ugina ho no gravity di bibia wo ho bia enye bia bi.
Okay. So coming back to your minty or your flavored pads, is it also not as good to say to say kakadu no? Minty pads no, are they beneficial or not?
Say obi wo ho a during menstruation no blood no cause irritations at the vulva. Inti this minty pads no obi wo ho a ebua no ma irritations we no nyan on feeling it senia na hwe ni bo. Inti pads ne de whether means or more means ni man shedan cause bibia ebe affect oba na say nipa na we using no. But kakadura say me de on say mamefo no kakaduro no using as like or the share honum. In the course of even doing that no you might even end up breaking the hymen of akra no. So you know any advisable but pad need there you just put it as in your panty and I say your underwear no wash it. And no conco can be beer or vagina inside. Or vulva no in the beka.
Okay. Aside from vaginitis no condition be what hope you women get war vagina wana.
Conditions need to be brave or no. Me the kind can say with minya because vaginitis is one. The yeast infection, the bacterial infections. We have the HVS, herpes, HPV. That herpes viral is a viral infection virus, and also from the vagina. No, when you're on, you can get vulvar warts. Yes, vulvar warts is another viral infection. About 80 million. And not true, and also no, it's me, a cosra, it's me, consider the for in there. Now, call how reproductive system.
Yeah, sure, yeah, salt, yeah, chini, yeah, as I can say, for preservative. Inti salt, the air for preservative, na or bad your vagina or that space, I was so preserving no. Inti your uncle for baby, or more salt water. No more they wash kakra to prevent near a vaginal infection and all of what it comes with. Is it advisable? And they per se is stating our records to say advisable and I say and yet say you be use salt water from time to time.
Oh, advisable so be using.
Okay.
Provided say yeah, what you say audio co inside audio co vagina no.
Okay.
You are just using it on the vulva.
Okay.
We use it on the vulva just to wash the vulva there. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nti obi so beka say nti se me wash surface ne pe na man ko inside ade bia wo ko inside wo twetwe mu na wo ye ne be ya as a machine no na why we twa ha why eno na be ma cleanness no akonkan na say wo ka kire me say surface ne pe na metumi arabe na maye we ya na che say efi no hyemu nti ye besi den.
Okay, who say make I say vagina nankasa no. It's in the gutter shape. Yes. So the beer wa any beer I was say beer no. And you na beka ko yina ba.
Okay.
And nankasa beba. Nti ode won sa akọ wash no. De bia sem bi na ya me advise you obi na say me ma talk concerning issues bi say ya. Me tell bi say ade na akọ wash fi ho no. Ade chi ye no ukọ no se fufura asen aba nti wo bisa won sa ade nti na aba won se oba se na nyankopon ambo ema no ho the anal region any vagina no kwan na da ho like the distance between the anus and the vagina is very short. Make I say o measure be 2.5 centimeters 2 to 2.5 very short. Into no the possibility say infection be fi ha high,
Very high.
And at that particular area nankasa no, because of possible infection from the anal region to the vagina is high into no na nyankopon aye ne say then there was a secretion we were into there are some particular glands it produces secretions which is called the Bartholin's gland.
Okay.
Into secretions way into the vagina through the duct. A friend of Bartholin's duct. Yes, sana nyankopon aye. Into secretions na eba no. Healthy for the vagina. And like it's a cleansing like it cleanses the vagina
on its own.
Yeah, so sana nyankopon aye no.
Okay.
Until and once you temper with it, what temper with it, but now change pH no. Another the acidic medium. Until and once I do on sako.
Okay.
Just wash the vulva and then you are good.
A bit more so omujaria samina. Samina bebrina abacrom. Before you see samina different types and omo de wash it and niajade. Ye baby says samina ye use ewo ye honum no. Ye obi beka say ya him fie honum. Eya na say ye be use samina so samina bi ane component no ma ewo mo. Nti wo beka say samina bi ye and I be anonymina and you say your man quine na a drew a honor.
Ansana obe ansana. You say you be your phone lines. So we're opening our phone lines. If you'd like to call in, Professor Fry, you can always do that. 0302 729 823. 0302 729-823. Asem bia opese ubisa. Any question at all you would like to ask, any contributions, any comments, you can always call in. I'll mention the number one last time. 0302 729-823. Miss Ryder Patrick.
So seminar there. I was a soap pia call. Me recommend this soap pia say you found and wash vagina no. Send the ujare. I wash vulva no. And the vulva need the soap bia. Vulva need the ni but say back co vagina no. And a problem never.
Until mom used to spray.
Yes. Nini na enye.
But yeah, so say we sometimes we back up pharmacy we vaginal wash. Is it also bad for the vagina?
I don't know. Sometimes wako hospital na ya labs yama wundru no. Maybe another infection, the extensive nature of the infection into no. Physician anka sabe trauma and as be more that particular way say could use it for a while. And also AAD treatments no. But say prescribe ma odia. Untimi fa open koto say we use it.
It's very important say as emba obia we say ohu hawa obe kra neho. Definitely.
Please hold that thought. We have a caller. Hi, Pacha, we didn't baby.
Pastor, your friend Elizabeth, the Catholic sentence.
Okay, Elizabeth. Pacha, what question, Diana?
Pastor, about vagina infection, this morning, a friend of mine was asking me something about that. And then Otram said, can she use cloves to cure the treatment for the candidiasis? And I was like, most women do that, but for me, I don't know. So I wanted to ask if you can use the cloves to cure the vaginal infection.
Okay, you mean cloves, as in our food, pepper?
Yeah, the pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you can't use it. No, I said earlier that when you feel or when you think you have such an infection, it's advisable to visit the health facility for labs to be run on you to know the particular organism causing the infection so that you can be treated. Until when I open koto bibia use it is an
Okay. When we are looking at the vagina, you've said vagina, and I also waka vulva, and it looks like it's different. Waka vulva, we say, waka vagina, we say. What's the difference?
Okay. Vulva me,
when we have a caller on the line. Oh, unfortunately, we lost that caller. Okay, please go ahead.
Vulva no be adi na ni hu no. Any your vulva. But vagina they don't follow you.
Okay. Simple explanation. Okay.
Just say vagina no na aye ne ho ede ekosi. So that's what the vulva is protecting. Sana eche. Just say bibia ebe affective vulva no. Ebe enter alcohol no. But we begin to me.
Please hold that thought. We have a caller on the line. Hi, your name and where you're calling from?
We have a caller on the line.
Hello. Do we still have the caller? Okay, it's unfortunate that we've lost that caller. If you're calling in, kindly tune down the volume on your TV set so we can hear you loud and clear. But you will fair tune your volume down. Send your yet to say, and I used to tune down that volume. The number again is 0302 729-823. 0302-729-823. Yeah, we're talking about the vagina and the vulva.
So, but many a times it's associated with women. If I say you say embema so, or more condition be a etisana.
Hi, please hold that thought. We have a caller on the line. Hi, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Gloria.
Okay. Any questions?
My name is Gloria.
For us
and I'm
today,
calling
Gloria?
from Oti.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to ask, some people have been using zero to do it, the menstruation. So I want to know if it's good or not.
Okay, so T-roll during their period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
So using a tissue or a T-roll, I'll say it's wrong because the T-roll is not sterile. Anything that goes there should be sterile, and the pads we use are sterile. So it's not advisable to use T-roll during your menses. Just try and get the pad. Because also me kind no vagina no ankasa no. One hwe niam bi yi a bibi kitu bi na beka service no. Service is connected to the uterus. Te one hwe yi no akwa have reproductive issues. So anything that goes there should be sterile.
But Mrs. Asante, I have to be honest with you because I've had an experience where you are in town and then unexpectedly you get your period. And so you need to find anything in that moment that can protect you until the time that you're able to get a pad. And so there have been times where it's like, look, I just have to go to the nearest washroom. You just wad up some toilet roll.
Put it
Yes. I know that, like I say, it's not safe. But then when it comes to the fact that in times of emergency, is it that one time that you might have such an experience? Is it also very bad?
Oh, it's an emergency, as you said. So I think that's the only thing you can use to sort yourself.
Is there anything
So
else?
at least the first row should be taken off, and then I think the middle one.
Okay.
Definitely. Na maybe say embema, so what are they possibly or likely to have against women in terms of vaginal infection? Because a lot of times you say when it comes to vaginal infection, it can be from one person to the other. Until now, your background now, washroom, advisable say it's either you don't even sit at all. That's what people say. But so my question is, see, I too, because first one, maybe I want nasi, you will squat or you hang in there, and then when you do that, so there are particles or whatever it is that are coming that can splash, and you don't know where it's going to get to. Can that's even the tiniest of say near course be like aiding you getting vaginal infection? Okay.
When you get to the public place of convenience, most of see that there are soaps you use to wash your hands, like the liquid soaps here. So what you can do is, and they are natural no. So you can use the tissue and the liquid soap to clean the seat, and then you flash the water you go to meet in there. Just flash it and then you can use it.
Na so say Obani Bema Enya Inkitahodi. Is it possible that Obani Betimania vaginal infection even from that intercourse?
Okay. Vaginal infections no any sexually transmitted.
Okay.
If it is a gonorrhea, syphilis.
Okay.
And also through sexual intercourse one can
get it. You get it.
Outside there no. These normal candida and then vaginitis, all those NDA. like I say, it has no relation with sex.
Okay. Our phone lines are still open. The number is 0302 729 823. 0302 729 823. You can always call in, ask your questions. Even if you're a man, don't worry. Everyone is welcome here. Maybe you're asking for a friend. You can always do that. Any comments you have to, we'll be glad to listen to them. We're waiting on your call. The number again is 0302 729 823. So now we've talked about how you can get vaginitis from washrooms, but we've had these experiences where people say that, hey, if you eat sweets, you can get candidiasis or vaginitis. Is that true?
I would say it's partially true. You know, this yeast feeds on sugar. So when you have a lot of sugar in your system, meaning you are giving them more room to grow. So the excess growth of it is what causes these infections. So you just have to reduce your sugar intake so that you didn't have more sugar in your system for them to feed on. So that's
The basic. But there are other things that can cause candidiasis. It's not just, hey, woody sugar na wunya candidiasis. Sometimes someone will say, oh, I've gotten, let me use the common name we call it white. Oh, I have white. Then people say, hey, you eat too much sugar. Is it true? Is it directly correlated that if you get white, that means it's because of sugar? Or there are other things that can cause it?
there are other things that can cause it. There are some conditions whereby you've been put on antibiotics for a long time. It reduces, or it gives in more, like it prones you to having these infections. And then the sugar aspect, I said earlier, when you have more sugar in your system, then it means the yeast will have something to feed on to grow. So those who are diabetics, they are also prone to vaginal infections because they have sugar in their systems. And then you not, taking good care of yourself, as in frequent changing of your pads when menstruating, douching the vagina, when washing, and other practices also prones her to these infections.
Okay, so that means that there's more to candida than just, oh, wait, the sugar papery. Okay, I'm glad to learn that.
So definitely no. May pick it in the latter part of what submission they say you have to practice hygiene. Until hygiene is very key. Until fear, don't even just think that maybe we'll call washroom or pay. And now when you bema in your intercourse or whatever it is, a pay as obaso one who see it will say a very top notch until we call washroom. Now we will send even we be wash a whole afa. But let's look at in your maybe say what vaginal infection comes with. You can say oba inyabi. A lot of times it comes with some burning. Feel when you urinate. And sometimes when to me no cry na show sad burning sensation, you feel it. And other times too there's redness around the vulva. Until when you feel that redness around all of a lot of time you can say, hey, emfa on sanka. Hey, okay, say emfa on sanka na if you are undergoing treatment. And you said, "What do you want to and I was say, "Would sneeze and your mouth on an hour way in your
Was yes, was even though I was shown sano, and you're 100% clean.
You mentioned that.
So when you're infection, and some of these infections are very itchy. Until you going to scratch it. And the man gets red, now if it gets swollen. So into odions alcohol no infection never cause through because if you say that clean, if you say clean cramp, advisable alcohol. And no bema infection is resolving them, even if you are still on treatment.
Okay.
So that tells us that there's a lot that goes into it that's beyond what we see. But I'm glad that we've learned a lot from you when it comes to vaginitis and how we can treat and protect ourselves and other people as well from vaginitis. So most people, when you say that you have an infection, the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, this person went to have sexual intercourse, or oh, you ate too much sugar, or oh, you sat on a dirty toilet. But it's not just these three things, but it goes beyond that. Sometimes even taking antibiotics can give you these infections as well. And so I'm glad that Mrs. Vida Sante has really taught us a lot today, especially with our vaginal well-being. I promise you that we're going to learn a lot today, and we truly have. Thank you for staying with us right here. We're going on a break. We'll be back with more.
I'm gonna do my part and make this a positive.